Hello, and thank you for clicking on my channel, Kelly Legends Media. I really appreciate all of you who subscribed to my channel. Thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, the thumbs up button, that notification bell. So that way you'll be notified whenever a new video comes out. If you like this type of content or these types of stories. We also talk about cultural things. We also talk about current events and also history, Chicano history. Now, today's video is going to be about a facility that's part of the LA County Jail. During the time that I was in this facility, there was money still in the county jail. Now, there was so much money in that jail that sometimes we would even get a bunch of stuff together to take in with us, pack that trunk up, and we'd go into the jail and get rid of it, come out and buy a brand new car. It was that lucrative. You could make that kind of money, okay? And also, while you're in there, if you like to gamble, there was a lot of people who had money in there. I mean, you could find $50 card games. $50 was the buy-in, you know? I mean, there was money going around in that jail. So during the time I was there, I was able to get a pretty big knot of money. My money bag was fat, big and round, okay? What a money bag is back then we used to either make them or we'd buy them, because a lot of people made them. That was their hustle. To make a couple of dollars, they would weave these money bags out of thread that was taken from boxers and different clothing material and stuff. Of course, the colors mattered, so they'd like to get bands on the underwear that had blue and green and stuff. They'd make you a red, white, and green money bag, or red, white, and blue, or all blue, all red, whatever float your boat, right? So anyways, I was there with one of my homeboys who lived in Pomona. He's from Mariana, but he lived in Pomona. His name was Viejo. He was an older homie. This homie was a maravilloso, for reals. He didn't just say that, you know, I'm marvelous. I'm one of the marvelous ones because I'm from Maravilla. No, he was from that thing, you know. And anyways, he was there with me, and we were doing a lot of gambling. I was selling some rolls and danishes that this guy had got in a fight with in the kitchen. After when I seen him again, we kind of like made friends and stuff. And he'd bring me these boxes of pastries, right? And I was selling, you know, some of those. I was making money, you know, and I was doing good on the gambling table. We both were. Me and my homeboy were. So when I'd go in the shower, I'd give him my money bag. When he'd take a shower, he'd give me his money bag. And we helped each other that way, right? Well, one day, it's close to chow time. I want to take a shower before I go eat dinner. I give him my money bag, jump in the shower, come out. I'm hurrying to get dressed. Our dorm's coming up to get called for chow. And he comes over and he tells me, hey, Lucky, check it out. I can't find the money bags. I go, what? What do you mean? He says, yeah, I'm sure I put them down on the curb right there while I was finishing getting ready. And I don't know. They're gone. Somebody had to have taken them. And I was pissed, man. And I didn't know what to think. I even thought for a minute maybe he was lying to me. Maybe he's trying to get over on me. Like, I didn't know what to think, right? So we're looking everywhere for them. We can't find them. We're like the last ones out of the building to go eat dinner, right? So we go to the chow hall. We're sitting there eating. I can't even eat my food. Like, my money's gone. Like, what's up? So I told him, man, I'm going back to the dorm, man. I'm gonna go look for our stuff, you know. And I got up and I took off, and so did he. So we're over there. We're searching everywhere, underneath, on top of things, and besides. We're looking everywhere for this stuff, right? For these two money bags. And this inmate comes back from chow, and he says, hey, what are you guys looking for? I say, well, we had something here, and it's gone. Somebody had to have stolen it. He goes, yeah, I think I seen somebody walk into between the two bunks. I know who it is, he says. I'm going to go watch them. When they get back, I'm going to kick back and I'm going to watch them and see if he makes a move for them. And if he does, I'll let you know. We don't know this guy. You know, he's just one of the homies there in the dorm, right? So he goes over and he lays in his bunk and he's laying there and he's just kicking back, like with his arms up, looking straight across, right? On his pillow with, just like relaxing, just kicking it. And I'm watching him and I'm saying, like, did he actually see somebody come in here or like, I don't know what to think, my mind's blown. Little while after, I got to roll down this window. It's hot in here. I rolled it up to so you guys don't hear too much of the noise outside, but it's hot. I'm getting all sticky and not feeling right. So better if I get some wind coming in. Excuse me. Sorry about that for interrupting the story. But nevertheless, he's laying there and I see him. I see him react, right? And he sits up on the bunk and he looks over to me and he's calling me to his bunk. So I go over there. He tells me, look, dude right there wearing the white t-shirt, standing up playing dominoes on the far left-hand side near the wall. I just seen him right now. And I seen him reach under that pillow and he pulled out 2 money bags right now. They had colors on them. So right away from there, I walked straight over to dude and I told him, I go, hey man, I go, you got my money bags? And he goes, oh, those your money bags? And I says, yeah, let me have them back, man. Give me my stuff. He goes, oh, I didn't know whose they were. I just seen them there. I figured whoever they belonged to would come and ask for them. And he reaches over and he hands me the 2 money bags, right? So I snatch him with my left hand and I hit him with my right hand. He's lying. He went in there, he stole them, he tried to hide it, and he got caught, So I caught him right in the chin. Dude goes down. And the dudes that were playing dominoes with him pulled away out of the way. And I have the money bags in my hand, and my homeboy Viejo comes along like my side, and he takes the money, grabs a hold of the money bags. I turn, I see him, and I let him go. And I'm standing there thinking that we're gonna get busy, right? And the dude's like getting up and getting himself up, and he threatens me. He goes, hey, S.A., you're gonna have to go to sleep. You watch. I'm gonna get you. I told him, oh yeah, really? Orale. All right, we're gonna see who's gonna get got. We go back to the bunk, right? So now I got this guy in the dorm that I can't sleep now. I gotta get rid of this guy, right? So I'm thinking it's not gonna just be like that. They're gonna jump in for him, They're not gonna let it go down like that. Why? Because the guys that he was with didn't come and talk to us and say, hey man, he messed up, blah blah blah, whatever. We're gonna deal with him or whatever. Nobody came and talked for him or anything. So I send a message to my homeboy Wino, right? He's a little youngster. When I was in the dorm with Wino before I got rolled up to the county jail, I was in the dorm with Wino. He worked in the where they made the shoes, where they fixed the shoes and shined the shoes and stuff. And I worked in the printing area, right? And there was an old printing press there and a bag of tools one day, and I took a long pin, a metal pin, like a metal rod from the printing press, and I used one of the files there to get a little shape on the end, And then I gave it to Wino and I told him, hey, Wino, polish this up on the tip, And it was funny because Wino goes over to one of those, I guess it's like a sandpaper wheel where you grind the heels of the shoes. And all I hear is, it sounded like a wood shop. Big old loud noise. And I turn and I look and there's sparks flying all out from that sanding wheel, And I'm like, man, this dude's gonna get caught, man. And I'm laughing and everybody's turning around and Wino's just going to work with this rod on this sandpaper wheel, It's throwing sparks, spitting sparks everywhere. Luckily, he didn't get caught, right? Anyways, so when I send a word to Wino, Wino brings it over to our dorm, and he has it taped on his chest right here with some gray tape. And man, I was on the phone when he walked in. It was all bad. I was on the phone. There was other people on the phone. You know how it goes. The blacks have a phone, whites have a phone, Mexicans have a phone. Well, Wino comes, the cop's not in the front security area, so he takes this opportunity to shoot that, right? But he does it right there by the phones. He picks up his T-shirt and he rips this thing off of his chest. You can hear the tape just ripping off. And he sticks it through the bars, right? The bars have like these squares because they're wire mesh security gates, right? And he slides it through the bars. You should have seen the eyes of everybody that was around the phones there. Man, they like, whoa, you know? And Wino takes off. Before I continue, I want to say this. When we took it back to the, I hit it. It's too late. It got exposed. When I hit it, went back to the bunk, and we take it out. Man, that strip of tape was all full of Wino's hairs from his chest. That thing it was like a wax job. Man, he just yanked all the hairs off his chest, and they were all on the tape. Man, pobrecito. Hey, but he came through. He came through. He kind of did it a la brava, but he came through. So anyways, so now we got this thing, right? Before he brought it, me and Viejo were taking turns for the 2 nights that we were waiting for it to come. He'd stay up while I slept, and then I'd wake up and he'd go to sleep, and we kept an eye on each other, right? And we were ready anyways if anything would happen prior to this. So now we got this thing. We're gonna get this guy. He's gone, Man, not even an hour and a half goes by, and about 40 deputies come into the dorm, line everybody up, has everybody in their boxers on the floor, sitting, in rows, and they're searching this whole dorm. They're tearing it up. While they're doing that, they get this dude, the one that took the money bags, handcuff him, and they take him out, right? And as soon as they found it, the deputy that found it called like a code, whatever it is, code 1019, whatever. And you should have seen all the deputies were like, they relaxed, They all went over to him. They were all in a circle. They were all looking at this thing, right? It would go through people. It was humongous, And he puts it in his pocket and he's walking out with it, and that thing's sticking out of his pocket like about this far. The sergeant or the lieutenant, whatever he was. But anyway, so, everything that we had planned and what we were going to do went out the window. At that point, after the shakedown, his boys came over and said, he's gone already. As far as they were concerned, there was no trouble, no problem. They weren't involved with what dude did. Dude told on himself. He told on us, and everything was cool, Nevertheless, we stood on our toes, kept our heads on a swivel, but our problem was gone, Our threat was gone, and we pretty much left it at that. But just a real quick, funny little story. Pobrecito Wino, man. But he came through, man. He was a youngster, but he came through like a champ. Not only putting shining up the tip, but also bringing it, from his dorm. We were only about 2 dorms away, but still, he had it taped to his chest. And when he tore that thing off, man, I'm surprised skin didn't come off the way it sounded. Anyways, yeah, the money being in the jail, it did cause problems. There's always thieves in jail. Sometimes half the people there are for stealing something. We should have been watching it better, true, But nevertheless, nobody has no business taking somebody else's things, and it could have turned into something big. You know, it was about to turn into involving more than just a small group of people. You know. In any case, that's my story for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you on the next video. Like I always say, please, man, cherish your freedom, hang on to it, and let's be out here for our children, our wives, and the people that love us. With that said, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you for coming along with me this far, if you're still with me in this video, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you very much. God bless you.